How on a day, my beautiful and amazing people? I salute you according to our time, or depending on where and that they listen to us. I welcome you to this beautiful day with another Englishous information, my people. Now, well done, my people. Now, welcome. Una the heri wetu we the heri, wonder shall never end, my people. This is too beautiful. There is something that Niger celebrity cannot support. I will tell you, in as much as I don't like what happened to Regina Daniels' marriage, I don't support someone to remain where he or she is not happy, because you cannot survive a marriage if you are not happy. Peace of mind is one of the best things that can happen to anybody. And wherever you are, you don't have peace. It is a very serious issue. So Regina Daniels should not be forced, like those who are giving so much advice. I appreciate them as a person. But I also should I also should say that as you're giving Regina Daniel advice to go back to the husband, I think you need to make out time to call Regina Daniel off camera to tell you actually what happened in that marriage, so that we know whether it worth going back. Remember, it's not every marriage that is worth going back. I will tell you the truth, and I believe that it's not every marriage that is worth going back. If that marriage is not worth going back, it has no need of advising her to go back. Because I know those who are advising Regina Daniel today to go back and reconcile with the husband and stay in her home and train her kids for the sake of her kids. If tomorrow Regina Daniel goes back and something happens mistakenly, God forbid she buy, they will also regret that advice, if actually it's their advice that took that lady back to that home. So we should understand the situation, the real situation, because all this social media dragging and trolling should not be what we will base and be giving advice. That's why I don't like talk about Regina Daniel case. But when it comes to so much things about it, I come out and I say one or two things and I still go back. Regina Daniel's case is a very delicate one. One, because she's still young and so many things are coming out of it now. So one thing I don't like is this dragging on social media with Ned. And what surprises me is how Ned also is responding on social media. I'm beginning to think that there is something happening in that family that we don't know. That's what I'm thinking. I may be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. There may be something happening in that family that we don't know. Because if it is the way Regina Daniel is saying it, Nwoko will not be reacting. If it is the way Nwoko is saying it, Regina Daniel will not be reacting. There is a serious issue in that family. And it needs that somebody needs to go off camera to understand actually what is happening before you can draw up a judgment on that issue. But why I came up right now is some of these revelations that Regina Daniel are making. Some of them are so implicating her, also implicating Ned, because there is a serious problem here. Regina Daniel is bringing an information that can make someone to begin to call Ned a pedophile. You understand? Because Ned has already said that he married a 21-year-old or a 19-year-old girl, which is already ready for marriage. Now, Regina Daniel says something, and that is what pushed me to say this, because if I say I don't want to meddle into this case and I don't bring this to your notice, most of my subscribers and my fans will not understand actually what happened. It is my responsibility to update you on every issue that happens on social media, especially as it has to do with celebrities, especially Nigerian celebrities. That's why my name is Niger Celebrity Update. I need to update you every celebrity gist that is walking around. As soon as it passes me, I need to grab it, touchlight it, and bring it to your notice. And this is what I have right now. It says, I got pregnant for Ned, hence the quick marriage. I aborted the baby before my mom knew. Regina Daniel reviews. This revelation is so implicating. So implicating, because the first question I will ask myself is, does Ned know that Regina Daniel was pregnant at that time? If he does not know, he can be exonerated somehow, not completely. But if he knows, it's a very serious problem. How can you get pregnant? How can you get a 17-year-old pregnant? How can you get a 17-year-old pregnant? That is very bad. How can you get a 17-year-old pregnant? It is a serious issue. People may not understand it like this. It's a very serious issue. But let me read it complete as it is. It says, thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, my ex. Okay, thank you so much, sir. My now ex-husband, worst enemy, is now fighting. Worst enemy is now fighting beside me. It's said, but I love and appreciate it. Sir, let's also have it on record that I was the foolish one, made foolish mistakes, and now have to bear the consequence and still stand my ground. I was the foolish one that got pregnant for you, madman. Hence, I think that thing should be mad because I see it's cleaned. Hence, the quick marriage. That's why he hates said. That's why he hates the said tiny devil. The said tiny devilish Anne, because she made me remove it before my mom knew. I am sorry, everyone, but the man is a, I don't know whether that's a goat or what, because it's also cleaned to focus of social media this thing. Plus, you all can call me penned X that just want to be free. Penned X that just want to be free. This is very serious. This is very, very serious. Regina Daniel is trying to say something that she was pregnant for Ned at 17, and that was why Ned rushed the marriage. And because of that, what this her friend Anne wanted her to remove it because they don't want a mother to know, and they went actually to remove it. Why Ned was rushing the marriage, which means say why rush the marriage, which means Ned knows about it. That is what it means. He knows about it and he concealed it and wanted to marry her quick. And now, no wonder the controversy about her age is becoming an issue. Ned is arguing so much that Regina wasn't 17. There was this blogger. It's just that I don't have her name again. That's why I don't want to say it here. Says that Regina Daniel knew Ned when she was 15, 16. I don't know. I don't have a detail of that. I don't know how true it is. But if Regina Daniel is claiming that she was pregnant for Ned at 17, something is we are putting 1 plus 1 together now, and it's trying to give us 2. Meaning that thing that blogger said, which some of us debunk and tell the person not to say that thing, it is so implicating, might be true. Might be true. Okay, let me now see what somebody said on Stanley on top page. He says, I got pregnant for Ned. Okay, Regina Daniel revelation. Okay, continuation. He says, I got pregnant for Ned at 17, hence the quick marriage. My friend Anne made me abort the pregnancy before my mother knew it. Regina Daniel shared shocking revelation. I got pregnant for Ned at 17. Wow. Okay, because of all these things that are coming up and what the Nathaniel are saying that he got pregnant for Ned at 17, now we continued. Ned now says something. These things are happening at Stanley on top. Senator Ned Nwoko's page. Ned now said, it has come to my attention that false claims are being circulated by Regina suggesting that I married her when she was 17 years old. These claims are entirely untrue and misleading. For clarity, during my first meeting with Regina Daniel, I asked her age and she told me she was 21. That one is normal. As a woman who has seen a man, old man, he would like to come up small. I further asked if she had any document to prove that. Okay. and she presented her INEC voters card. This is where I have problem with learned people. This is where I have problem with learned people. Ned Nwoko, is it INEC card that you should have asked for or you should have collected to prove that she's 17 years, 27 years or 21 years? Or is it her birth certificate that you should have asked for? Why don't you ask her for her birth certificate? Why are you asking for INEC card? You know that a 17-year-old girl will not vote. And Regina Daniel maybe wanted to vote, must have done an INEC card. You know what is happening in Nigerian politics? In order to vote, she must have upgraded her age. But you know, INEC card wouldn't have solved the problem in this part of the world. You see, my challenge, when people grow up and become big, they now behave as if they are not. I don't understand this thing. That's why the more we go deep into this thing, the more we begin to offend ourselves, not even the people. Because the thing is becoming so annoying. You asked for, she gave you her INEC card, and she presented her INEC voters card. Clearly shows that she was born on October. INEC card shows. Oyibo, she was born 1998. I've informed her that I would keep the document in my possession, and I have done that since that time. And I have also seen BBC interview her mom granted after our marriage regarding her age. Hey, Senator Ned, why they behave like one small pikin? You carry INEC card go keep as where to know her age. You didn't ask her of her birth certificate. You see where the problem is. You married a woman without the father. You married a lady without the father, because the father would have told you the truth about the age of this daughter. Yeah, you would have said the father told me or the mother told me. You are saying you heard interview. Regina said, and you have INEC card. You don't have church baptismal card. You don't have all those places that they can say the truth. You don't have birth certificate. Or Regina Daniel, as young as she is 17 years ago, could not have a birth certificate. Why didn't you ask her, okay, if she doesn't have a birth certificate, why don't you go to the hospital where she was born? Somebody may say, is it necessary? Very, very necessary, because you are seeing her as a small. For you to have asked those age, you know that you are seeing her that she's a small girl. You see, there are some things that people do, and you begin to ask yourself, these people, are they thinking that others are fool? What come about the age and documents for the age? Why are you trying to hold the INEC card as a proof? Because you know she's not saying the truth. Because you know she's young. Because you know she's not 21. Why you are holding that is because you have just found out something to use and justify your crime. That's bad. You see, the more we go deep into this, the more we see some things that Regina is not doing well, Ned Nwoko is not doing well. I think they should free us on this thing. They should free us. Okay, let me complete what they said. And Ned continued. Let me read what he said so that we can end this whole basbos. Ned said, according to all verifiable records, our marriage took place 6 years ago, which means Regina is 27 years. 27 years old today. Any suggestion that I married her at 17 is false and should not be accepted by the public. The facts are verifiable and indisputable. Until this is done, I urge the public to approach all the claims with caution and discernment, especially taking into I didn't see any other. Especially taking into what? This thing is not complete. Okay, it's not complete. Let me leave it there. But there is something important here. There is something important here. And what is it? Regina Daniel's father had brought a document showing that Regina Daniel was 17 years when Ned married her. And I don't think there is any other document that is more verifiable than the one that the father brought as her birth certificate. That Regina's birth certificate had been in the possession of the father, and the father had presented it online as Regina being 17 at that age. Meaning that the only thing I will say here is that if Ned Nwoko actually said Regina told him that Regina was uh, 21 years. We can say that it was Regina that deceived Nwoko to marry her at 18, at 17. And the question still comes, what about the parents of Regina? What about the relations of Regina? Did you ask them? Did they not tell you? All these things are child's play. We are not kids. You guys shall not play it cannot play on our intelligence, because I don't have any stake here. But if I have stake, I will tell you that Ned Nwoko knew everything, and that's why he rushed to document INEC card, document information that the mother said. Why didn't you ask this woman? Ned, tell us that you asked Regina's mother, how old is your daughter? And Regina's mother tell you 21. Forget about her interview with BBC. Did you ask Regina parents how old their daughter was when you were marrying her? Regina has a father. Regina had a mother. Did you ask them? Because from your statement, you didn't mention what the mother said or the father said. You only hold down to INEC card. Ned is a very funny man. So you've been planning all these things so because you knew that one day these things will come up, and you are trying to find some things. No, 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 no. There are people you cannot fool with all those things. No, 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 no. This is bad. I am beginning to see that Ned knew everything before going into it. Ned was not deceived, because I was thinking that Regina actually deceived Ned. But now that Ned is saying this thing, I think that Ned was not deceived. Ned just went into that marriage because he wanted to marry a small girl. And it's like that boy, that girl that was saying that Ned knew Regina at 16 may not be far from the truth, even when I have not completely believed it. But this is very bad. This is very bad. All this social media trolling that Regina and Ned is doing is not good now. Regina now go up and say, first off, openly saying you can't leave kids around me is the most useless and hurtful thing Ned ordered his retarded wife to say. I'm such a mother to many kids. That is quite tiring. Also, saying I sleep with every single girl. Truthfully, sleeping with same gender isn't a thing that I consider shameful. But how is the mother how is other woman so certain? Is she so certain because I slept with her too? I hope you also know that if not the polygamy disadvantages, her son and my can't be together because of all the atrocities we have caught him doing that I will never mention. But my son loves him so much. Loves him so much. What can I do? Ned better protect my kids. Their foundation is the ultimate, and do not use them to weaken me. Their foundation is the ultimate, okay, and do not use them to weaken me. Okay, he's talking about Laila that came to say Regina Daniel was the Kerewa other women, and all those are women talk. And it was so funny that that Ned will get to the point of using Laila against Regina Daniel. One of the disadvantages of it is that the more you use Laila against Regina Daniel, the more you teach Laila that you will still use another person against her tomorrow. And while she's doing that, she'll be gearing herself up, because preparing for the day you will also raise up an argument against her. Because when you are trying to fight someone else with another person, the person will also know that you will also use this power against him again any day, anytime with another person. That is it. So Ned shouldn't stoop so low to be using two women to fight each other. No, it will backfire. Definitely backfire. And when these things backfire, it may be him that will suffer the whole of the consequence. It is very bad that the consequence is becoming this dragging is becoming so bad on social media. But I tell you the truth, my fans, Ned Nwoko knew everything. Ned Nwoko planned everything. Ned Nwoko knew that Regina was 17. Forget about all this INEC card documentation. Who documents INEC card? Is there any place you are going to go to school, they ask you to present INEC card? Is it not birth certificate they ask? That's what they authenticate you. INEC card is used to know it's only used to know, it's a means of identification. Oh, that you voted, that's your name. It's not, they don't use it as age. Whenever you are going for anything that has to do with your age, nobody asks you a net card. Nobody asks you international passport. Those things is what you supply at a particular time that it carries. What they ask you when they really want to know your age is birth certificate, authentic birth certificate. Even some organizations don't accept age declaration in the court because you can go to court and declare anything you want. But your authentic birth certificate is very, very important. And you're asking a neck card. That's why sometimes that when these things are happening, I begin to imagine that it's not good that people will see truth and they are covering it. It's not good. Nwoko, stop this social media thing with Regina Daniel. Whether you are using Lila to do or you are doing direct, stop it. It will not pay you well. Rather, it will affect your reputation. It will affect your reputation as a senator. It will affect your career as a politician. It will affect, because so many politicians are sitting down doing as if they are not hearing it. They are bottling, they are packing all this information that are going online, especially this pedophile information that you got her pregnant at 17 is a very serious issue that can be used against you in election. So you just stop all these things, because the more you people talk together on social media, the more some things are coming out that may not be good to you. You may debunk it, but it will not have any effect. People may go far to even meet them now to bring claims and keep Nedmoko for your own interest. I suggest you stop this. EPA, you are not doing well on social media. Social media does not solve problem. It doesn't settle problem. And I thought, as a lawyer and as an adult, you should understand that more than anybody. Nobody need to tell you about it, because you are losing the battle on social media. There's nothing even if everybody supports and clap for you on social media, you lost the battle. The day you lost this battle was the day you came out to tell the whole world that Regina is on drugs. And I tell you, you lose it all. From that day till now, you have lost a lot of people's support. Yes, because the questions still remain unanswered. Was she on drugs before you marry her? And there's some people who know her said no. And if she's not on drugs before you marry her, then what happens? Even if she's on drugs before you marry her, how did she become on drugs at 17? Because she said you married her at 17. And if she's already on drugs at 17, why did you marry a drug addict at 17? Why did you do that? It means that there is an interest you have by marrying a drug addict at 17. Or if she's not a drug addict at that time, then why did you not go ahead and marry her? When you discover in your house that she has started doing drugs, what did you do? How did she go into drugs in your house? And what did you do about it? These are the questions that you've not answered, and it's going to ring for years for people to know, because people need to know. It is not good at all that at your age, Nedwoko, you are still dragging West with a small girl on social media. That is not good. My people no be smart, na so they just reach our table and say make a touchlight and water. Like and share this video, and God will bless you. Make una have a nice day. Bye.